Scout Automobile. Welcome to Start. Listen carefully because this is not just another revival story. This is the return of a name that once ruled American roads with authority, confidence, and raw muscle. The 2026 Dodge Coronet 440 is not here to whisper about the past, it is here to shout about the future, blending legendary heritage with modern aggression. And from the very first moment you imagine this car, you can feel the spirit of classic American muscle waking up again, stronger, smarter, and more dangerous than ever before. The Coronet name carries weight. It carries memories of wide streets burning rubber, and engines that spoke louder than words. And Dodge understands that bringing this name back means more than just a badge. It means restoring an attitude, a feeling, a presence. The 2026 Dodge Coronet 440 does exactly that by standing tall, wide, and unapologetically bold. This car looks like it was carved from power itself, with proportions that instantly tell you it means business. From the front, the Coronet 440 stares at the road with pure intent. The grille is wide and aggressive, drawing in air like a predator preparing to strike, flanked by sharp LED headlights that feel focused and intense. The hood stretches long and muscular, featuring sculpted power bulges that hint at the force hidden underneath. This is not a decorative hood. This is a warning, a promise of performance waiting to be unleashed. Move along the side and the silhouette speaks the language of true muscle. Long body, short overhangs, wide shoulders, and a planted stance that makes the car look ready to launch, even when standing still. The wheels are large, bold, and wrapped in performance rubber that grips the road with authority. The side profile blends classic Coronet DNA with modern aerodynamics, creating a shape that feels timeless yet fresh, powerful yet controlled. At the rear, the 2026 Dodge Coronet 440 finishes its statement with confidence. Wide LED taillights stretch across the back, giving it a strong visual signature. The rear bumper is sculpted, aggressive, and purposeful, while the dual exhaust outlets sit proudly, hinting at the deep, thunderous sound waiting to erupt. This is a car that looks just as intimidating pulling away as it does approaching. But the true soul of the Coronet 440 lives under the hood, and this is where Dodge honors the legendary 440 name in the most respectful way possible. Modern engineering meets old school philosophy, big power, massive torque, and instant response. Whether it's a modern high displacement V8 or a next generation performance setup inspired by muscle heritage, the result is the same: explosive acceleration, a brutal surge of power, and an exhaust note that shakes your chest and lifts your spirit. Turn the key or press the start button, and the engine comes alive with a growl that feels alive, mechanical, and emotional. This is not artificial sound. This is real muscle breathing. The idle alone tells you this car has character. Blip the throttle, and it responds instantly, eager, aggressive, and confident. Every press of the accelerator feels like a conversation between driver and machine. And the Coronet 440 always answers with enthusiasm. On the road, the power delivery is relentless but controlled. Acceleration is strong from low speeds, pulling hard through the mid-range and continuing to surge as the revs climb. Highway passing becomes effortless, merging feels dominant, and when the road opens up, the Coronet 440 stretches its legs like it's been waiting for this moment. The transmission shifts smoothly yet decisively, always keeping the engine in its sweet spot, whether you're cruising or pushing hard. But this car is not just about straight line speed. The 2026 Dodge Coronet 440 is engineered to handle its power with confidence. Modern suspension tuning keeps the car stable and composed, even when driven aggressively. The steering feels solid and connected, giving the driver confidence at speed, while performance brakes deliver strong, consistent stopping power. This balance between power and control makes the Coronet 440 a machine you can truly enjoy, not just admire. Step inside the cabin and the Coronet 440 continues to impress. The interior is a perfect blend of muscle attitude and modern comfort. The seats are bold, deeply bolstered, and supportive, designed to keep you planted during hard driving while remaining comfortable for daily use. Premium materials surround you, with quality stitching, textured surfaces, and subtle retro-inspired details that pay homage to the Coronet's roots. The dashboard is driver-focused and clean, with a modern digital instrument cluster that can display performance data, classic-style gauges, or minimalist driving information depending on your mood. The infotainment system sits front and center, responsive and easy to use, offering smartphone connectivity, navigation, performance settings, and vehicle customization. Everything feels intuitive, purposeful, and built around the driving experience. The steering wheel feels thick and confident in your hands, with controls placed exactly where they should be. The pedals respond precisely. The shifter feels mechanical and satisfying, and every control reminds you that this car was built by people who understand drivers, not just commuters. Even small details, like the sound of the doors closing or the feel of the switches, reinforce the sense of quality and intention. Technology plays its role without stealing the spotlight. The Coronet 440 includes modern safety and driver assistance features designed to enhance confidence without dulling the experience. Adaptive cruise control, lane assistance, blind spot monitoring, and collision warning systems are all there, working quietly in the background, allowing you to enjoy the drive while staying protected. What truly sets the 2026 Dodge Coronet 440 apart is its identity. This is not a car trying to follow trends, it's a car setting its own direction. In a world filled with quiet, anonymous vehicles, the Coronet 440 dares to be loud, emotional, and expressive. It reminds us why we fell in love with cars in the first place: the sound, the feel, the connection. Drive this car through the city and people notice, heads turn, conversations start. Drive it on the highway, and it feels like it owns the road. Take it on a late-night cruise and the experience becomes almost cinematic. The glow of the dashboard, the deep rumble of the engine, the sense of control and power. Every moment behind the wheel feels special. This is a car for those who appreciate heritage, but refuse to live in the past. For those who want modern performance without sacrificing soul. For drivers who believe a car should make them feel something every time they start it. The Coronet 440 doesn't apologize for what it is. It embraces its muscle roots proudly, confidently, and boldly. Imagine pulling into your garage after a long drive, the engine ticking as it cools, the smell of warm metal in the air. The Coronet 440 sitting there, still looking aggressive even at rest. This is not just a vehicle. It's a companion, a statement, a reminder that driving can still be exciting, emotional, and personal. The 2026 Dodge Coronet 440 represents a philosophy, a belief that performance should be felt, not filtered, that design should be bold, not safe, and that heritage should inspire innovation, not limited. Dodge didn't just bring back a name, they brought back a feeling, a culture, a mindset. And as the automotive world continues to evolve, one thing becomes clear. Cars like the Coronet 440 matter. They remind us that passion still has a place on the road, that sound still matters, that power still excites, and that driving can still be an experience, not just a task. The Coronet 440 is not for everyone, and that's exactly the point. It's for those who understand it, who feel it, who crave something more than transportation. It's for the drivers who smile when they hear an engine roar, who appreciate the balance between control and chaos, who want a car with personality. In the end, the 2026 Dodge Coronet 440 stands as a bold statement in modern automotive history, a bridge between past and future, muscle and technology, emotion and engineering. It doesn't whisper its intentions, it announces them loudly, proudly, and with authority. And when you finally step out of the car, look back at it, and realize you're smiling, that's when you know Dodge got it right. Because the Coronet 440 isn't just something you drive, it's something you experience, something you remember, something that stays with you long after the engine is turned off.